I originally got into coaching because I loved the game, and I'd played a little professional baseball, so I had some knowledge of the game. I knew more about baseball than anything else. But it wasn't long before I realized that having knowledge and loving the game wasn't enough. You have to love the players that play the game, because you actually coach baseball players. You don't coach baseball. Coaches are human, you know, and a lot of times coaches will gravitate to the most talented player on the team, and they spend all their time coaching and spending time with the most talented. Really, anyone can coach the most talented player. It's the third string catcher, or maybe the pitcher that hasn't gotten to pitch very much. Those are the people we really need to be spending time with, because the very personable player or the talented player, everybody wants to spend time with them. But I think it's important as coaches and leaders that we look down at the end of the bench and try to spend quality time with everybody in our group, and really try to be an encouragement to not only the most talented player, but also maybe the one that's really struggling. A lot of times we have a tendency to ignore those people, and those are the people that really need us. Every time I think about a pep talk, I don't necessarily think about a pep talk that I gave my team, but I think about another coach giving me a pep talk. And we were really having a great year, but we ran into a mid-season slump, and we lost 2 games to a conference opponent that we should have beaten. I didn't even go home that night. I just stayed in the office, and when I was driving over to practice, I was so discouraged and so tired. I was just praying, asking God to give me the strength and the wisdom to get me through this practice, because I just, you know, I wanted to hammer my players. I just wanted them to run laps for like 2 hours instead of practice. So I pulled in my parking slot, and our football coach at the time was Bill Curry, and he was there, and he said, "Hey man, I'm so sorry you lost. I feel like I lost a football game," but he said, "You look terrible." I said, "Thanks a lot." And so he began to just give me like a 5-minute pep talk. Hey, if you go out to practice with this negative attitude and looking like you look now, you're going to have a terrible practice, and how's that going to help you? So you need to get it together. So we came out to practice, had a great practice that day, and the next day I saw Coach Curry again. He said, "I was up on the tower watching football practice, and I couldn't help but looking at your practice, and you guys really had a lot of energy and a lot of good things happening." The following weekend, we played LSU, and they were ranked #1 in the nation, and we swept them. We won all 3 games. And I have to say, it wasn't anything I did. It was that pep talk that Coach Curry gave to me, and just challenging me to have a positive attitude. And as leaders, we sometimes are so concerned about our group's attitude that we forget about our attitude. So if you want positive results, you got to have a positive attitude as a coach or as a leader. I think the most important aspect of being a coach is to love your players and to establish great relationships with them, and to try to inspire them in any way that you can, and try to motivate them to be the best that they can be. You know, the wins are awesome, but to watch your group come together and to see all the hard work on the field and in the weight room and in the classroom, to see all that come together and to see them have success as a unit instead of just individuals, that is really cool. I love that part of it.